sound.
AB, comment marker.
My name is Alaa Safi. I play Simon the Zealot, or Z. He's one of the disciples, probably the most mysterious and cool disciple of all. Said, copyrighted. I'm just drawn to, troubled characters, and I think he's a pretty troubled. To me, he's like the warrior, the samurai of the group. He went to this academy, or this school to just train to protect his people and to prepare for the arrival of the Messiah. There's that sense of looking for a belonging, seeking a sense of purpose out of pain. He's this guy who needs to learn how to go non-violence about everything in his life, and has to do this U-turn in his life to fully trust. That's something that speaks to me, actually. It's kind of like what I did in my childhood. I needed something that shaped me. I was constantly picked up on, constantly, and bullied. And actually, my father mentioned martial arts to me, and he was like, because I wanted to do soccer like my brother, and my parents just didn't want to have a second son playing soccer. And so when my dad, went, do you want to try karate instead? That was the only idea that seduced me, and I tried it, and it clicked for me, because I was like, hey, this is actually what I need. I mean, I got my world champion title in Taekwondo in fighting, and then once I got my title, it was kind of like a wake-up call. I thought, this is supposed to be great. But my opponent was standing next to me on the podium, and he had a black eye, and I'm like, we're celebrating this? This doesn't make sense. And I apologized to him, and I quit after that. That's kind of like the first phase of his life. Bracing, preparing, building himself, strengthening himself, getting ready for the worst. And it's all kind of based on a fearful approach of the world and life. He is called by his superiors among the Zealots, and is sent to go and assassinate a Roman magistrate who's been a problem. The very moment where Z is about to pull his dagger to attack, on this side street, he sees his brother walking by. He drops whatever was happening here and goes there because he wants to see his brother. And he asks him, who, how? And his brother just points at, that man went into that direction. I kind of interpret it as really the only thing that could stop me from doing whatever I'll do is the arrival of the Messiah. That was big enough of a shift for him to dive into the second phase, which is, now I meet the Messiah, he is the Messiah, and I surrender to him. I'm at the service of the Messiah. And that's where he just strips me away from my past life, from the dagger, symbolizing everything I believed so far. The Messiah has been telling him so much about, there's another way. I have a better sword. I have and he tries it and it works. For example, Rayma's death was something that I kind of struggled with as an actor, because I was thinking, why does the writing not include Simon Z's reaction to that? And that's, I think, the beginning of him really understanding Jesus' word, which is, you're not supposed to run the show. You're not supposed to control anything. That's what Dallas told me on set. He was like, by then he is understanding what Jesus is saying, and he's like, I can't save her, I can't bring her back because he doesn't want it. That's not part of the plan. So that powerlessness, which doesn't mean weakness, is starting to kind of appear and to be a thing which grows even stronger after. It's even more present. He goes from superhero conditioning to the most humble version of a person, and that's real growth.